this monster matchup, Newcastle.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
So we're up and running. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Anthony Elanga is a player who's learning the game for me, Peter. He produces moments of magic, but he also produces mistakes, which is often associated with a player so young. He left Sweden at an extremely young age. I think he was 12 when he moved to Manchester, but he's progressed through the age groups and he's making his mark now at the top level. He just needs consistency to be added.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. And it's Palmer. Fernandes. Caicedo. Colwell. Upman makes the interception. And here's the chance to counter.
It was hopeful, to say the least. You need more men inside the box, more movement, otherwise it's pretty much a waste.
Garnacho. Palmer. Palmer stood his ground. Palmer! And for a moment, time stood still. Botman aimed forwards. Shawlinton. Gordon. Shawlinton. And it's played forward. Caicedo getting this one clear.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Elanga. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. There's no goes for a shot! There it is!
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Caicedo. Played out to the right.
In by James.
A header! Harmlessly behind.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
And it's Trippier. He's in plenty of space here. Bruno Guimaraes. Big chance! That has been knocked clear. Elanga! Elanga! well cleared. Botman. Trippier. Gordon! And he has kept it out somehow.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Palmer. Garnacho, out to the right. And here's Palmer. That is a brilliant interception. Gordon. Linton. Botman shifted upfield. And that is as far as they're going to go. Now it's Pedro. And it's Palmer. Garnacho. Cleared without complication. And that's been won straight back. Palmer. He's on it, can he get away? He can get that clear. Now then, the ball's come loose. That's very neat. Palmer is having a shot!
Well, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him.
Hall. Gordon. Hall. Can he latch on to this? Now it's Gordon. Chalobah gently done. Fernandez. And it's Palmer. Pedro. Oh, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. And here's Palmer. And that was very necessary. James. Moved on forwards. And the counter is on. Tries a deft little ball. That's really well manoeuvred.
João Pedro really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And it's Willock. Gordon. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Linton forwards and with intent. That's really well manoeuvred. Caicedo shifted upfield. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Fernandez. James. Fernandez. Palmer. Caicedo. Garnacho. Caicedo. Cucurella. Real chance! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
His reputation is better than what we've just seen.
Linton. Xiao. Ball's gone out of play. And it's Fernandes. Caicedo. Garnacho. Shoots! Well, the ball's come loose here. Could be danger here. And one more try! Fernandes goes short. Lockman can get it clear. Cucurella. Very nicely done. And he thumps it clear. Fernandes plays it short. And it's James. Caicedo. And here's Palmer. That is lovely. Does well to get it back. Looks a foul. Yeah, referee's given it. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. That is a bit special. And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Bruno Guimaraes. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Elanga. The referee's awarded a free kick. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. He had plenty to do.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Palmer played out towards the right wing. Great work on the overlap. Pope breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Linton. Trippier. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Garnacho. defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Linton. Bruno Guimaraes. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Willock chasing after it. Cucurella. Clipped into space. It's a goal kick. Bruno Guimaraes. Thiaw gently done. Chalobah gets it away. Thiaw cuts out the pass. Bruno Guimaraes. Trippier. Elanga. Some good work on the right flank here. What a throw in. Trippier. Elanga. Chalobah, driven forward, and he's there to clear it. A vicious ball here, and there's his chance to lead the counter. Gordon! Oh, he's found support out wide. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Caicedo. Cucurella, aim forwards. That'll be a throw. Moved on forwards. Oh, sweet feet. Garnacho. Colwell. And it's played forward. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Trippier. Oh, such a clever touch. Oh, what a climb! Oh, couldn't quite control it.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
And he's running through. Can he finish? Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
He's a lucky boy there. You lose the ball like that, and usually you're going to get punished.
It's gone for a throw-in. Bruno Guimaraes. And it's Willock. Willock, oh, good spread. Ball's being played in here nice and early.
Yeah, that'll be a test for that defence, but I'd like my players to keep mixing it up if I was in that position, you know, and not become predictable. They've got to avoid that.
Trippier with the short one. Fernandez. Colwell, nicely aimed pass. And there's green grass ahead of him. Now it's Pedro. Time to deliver. Lovely bit of skill. And it's made it. And he'll shoot here! It's a loose ball. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Cross needs to be good. Tries to get it clear. Cucurella. Caicedo looking for a runner. Cleared away. They've played it short. Bruno Guimaraes getting this one clear. Picks it up out wide. Lockman with the clearance. Trippier. Lockman forwards and with intent. It's really well manoeuvred. And it's Palmer. Garnacho. Moved on forwards. Cucurella picks it up out wide. Good ball. And a chance! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
They're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
There's a clear. Caicedo. Bruno Guimaraes. Well, they could break here. Garnacho. Linton. Looking to break at pace. Willock spread out to the left. That's a foul in a dangerous area. James gets his final warning.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
And the header is disappointing in the end.
There's some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Bruno Guimaraes. Elanga. Cucurella shifted upfield. Garnacho going full tilt down the left. Cucurella aim forwards. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Colwell, Caicedo. Almost half an hour in now. Garnacho wins the duel this time. That's good play. Now it's Pedro. He is just caressing the ball. Chance here to counter. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Linton. Gordon. Paul gently done. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Sanchez, long ball by the goalkeeper. Linton. Chow. Linton. Chow. Moved on forwards. Oh, easy pickings there. Played out to the right. Lobbed in behind, gets it away. Trippier have it back and can go again. And it's Guimaraes. Garnacho forwards and with intent. So what can they make of this? Caicedo. Over to the left. Chow gets it away and reclaimed it in a trice. And here's Palmer. Garnacho. This looks promising. Shapes to shoot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Linton. Chow, aim forwards. That's a throw. Trippier crosses. It's out for a goal kick. Fernandez. Out of play for a throw. And it's Willock. Willock knocks it out wide. Played into the middle. Chalobah tries to clear. James, give him the lift of his goal. And it's played forward. The pressing's intense, and it's played off. Willock. Gordon. Colwell can get it clear. That is good, super running, sharp movement, came up against a defender though who was ever so determined. That's a nicely weighted pass. Oh, nice touch. Palmer, decent chance! And the ball's come loose here. Can he deliver? Cucurella. It's gone out for a throw-in. Good take, and the shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
been taken short. That's really well manoeuvred. Elanga. Out to the right. Bruno Guimaraes is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Palmer. Caicedo shifted upfield. Deftly away. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. That's a clever-looking ball. Caicedo. Garnacho. Aim forwards. Clearly not happy with that. Trippier. Gordon. Linton. Hall. Now it's Gordon. Gordon's cross. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Garnacho. Palmer. That's a cute ball. All up with that dink over the top. Chalobah forwards and with intent. James. Chalobah. Oh, can he get onto this? He is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Linton. Here's Willock. Gordon. Now who's going to be first to this? And claimed it back swiftly. James. James, gently done. Now it's João Pedro. It's run loose here. That's tidy. Gordon. Gordon. Great defending, strong and determined. Caicedo. Correa. Garnacho. Colwell. Caicedo. Up towards the front line. Willock does really well to win the ball there. Gordon. Linton. Hall. And here's Gordon. Linton. Bruno Guimaraes. Linton. Bruno Guimaraes. Linton. Bruno Guimaraes. Trippier. He's in here. Elanga. Garnacho gets it away. That's physical challenge. Chalobah. Colwell. Garnacho. James. And it's Palmer. There's the shot! It just took too long getting forward.
Look, if they're going to counter, it has to be pacier and much more decisive.
That is a little undercooked. Garnacho. Garnacho tries to thread one through. Hall. Moved on forwards, and it's Guimaraes. Willock played out towards the right wing. Oh, that's nice. And it's lofted through here. And they've got rid. Now it's João Pedro. And here's Palmer. Gordon, and reclaimed it in a trice. We are into overtime. Willock, Bruno Guimaraes. Palmer. James. Garnacho. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. The midway point of the game.
Well, for us neutrals, this is fantastic. If you're a fan from either side, it's unpleasant. And as for the managers, check your heart rate.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. And we are already promptly back underway. Fernandes. Garnacho. James. Succumbs to the pressure. Willock. João Pedro. Garnacho.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Garnacho. And that's a throw. And the pass is intercepted. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Chalobah. Oh, there's a probing ball. He's onto it in a flash. Gordon. Joelinton. Gordon. Xiao. Gordon. James. Caicedo. Garnacho. Into the channel. Cucurella could try cutting inside here. Oh, shooting chance! And another try! And that has been clubbed away.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
He's found a way through. And he's there to clear it. It's a throw. Lovely feet. Willock. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Cucurella, oh, good-looking ball. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Palmer. And it's James. Well timed, excellent interception. James. Now it's João Pedro. Bruno Guimaraes gets it clear. And it's played forward. Fernandes. Fernandes played out to the left flank. Real chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Linton. That's really well manoeuvred. Aim forwards. Cleared away. And that's been won straight back. Nice control. Here's Willock.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Cucurella forwards and with intent. Elanga. Bruno Guimaraes. Xiao. And it's played forward. Now it's Willock. Oh, he's bustling through here. Willock! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Willock clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Trippier goes short. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Now it's Garnacho. And it's Cucurella. Garnacho. Looking for a decent ball in. Shot a goal! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Palmer actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Botman can get it clear. Garnacho. Garnacho tries, takes a shot! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Trippier. Bruno Guimaraes. Botman. Willock. Now he's off and running. James with the clearance. Trippier. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And it's Trippier. In by Trippier. Chalobah can get it clear. Trippier. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. He's heaved it away. Botman. Bruno Guimaraes. Linton. Xiao. Bruno Guimaraes. Botman shifted upfield. Palmer played into space. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Hall. Linton. Moved on forwards. Fernandez. João Pedro. Now that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. He's trying the shot. Oh, it's come loose. João Pedro. Out to the left it goes. Across it goes. He's shooting! That's a half-decent try.
Garnacho certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
It'll be a throw-in. And it's hoisted clear. And it's Caicedo. Paul tries to clear. Gordon goes on a run down the left wing. Paul gently done. And he's there to clear it. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. He'll try to keep this alive. That's good defending, very good defending. Bruno Guimaraes moved on forwards. That is a great pick out. Gordon. Referee has seen that as a dive.
Correctly so, Peter. It's an element of the game we just can do without.
James. Elanga. Gordon. Hall. Muscular approach does pay off here. And now the breakaway. Lockman cuts it out. Chow. Gordon. Linton. Willock. Oh, it's come loose. Palmer. Fernandes. And it's James. Oh, good spread. Showing good feet. A chance to play it in. He has a look out. That has been cut short. Fernandes. James. James, gently done. And it's played in here. Paul gets it away. Defending of the desperate variety. And it's Caicedo. Fernandes. Oh, that's neat. Willock wins the duel this time. Ooh, a delicate chip through. Willock looking to get on the end of this. He has found the way through. Caresses it through. Out of play for a goal kick. Caicedo. And it's played forward, and it's hoisted clear. Cucurella has it back and can go again. Palmer. Trippier. And he's onside. And claimed it back swiftly. He's shifting through the gears here. Chalobah gets good distance on it. Bruno Guimaraes. Linton. Bruno Guimaraes. Linton. Probing pass. Chalobah with the clearance. Hall, and that's aimed into the middle. Colwell tries to clear. Hall tries to dink it through. Elanga tries a shot! And they've got rid. Chow gets across to intercept that. Linton. Willock. Spread out to the left. He is just caressing the ball. Gordon in acres of space out wide. Shot, surely! Great effort, but no way through. Hall. Chow. Botman, aim forwards, and he's there to clear it. Bruno Guimaraes, Linton, and here's Gordon, played out wide. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Linton, big chance! And that's straight down the keeper's throat.
Linton really isn't likely to reflect kindly on that. He doesn't need to be told, he knows.
Hall, and the keeper's got it again. Chow. Linton. Chow, forwards and with intent. Oh, good take in a good area. He thumps it clear. That's really well manoeuvred, and they can counter here. Now it's Willock. Nicely intercepted. Keeper's got good distance on that. Caicedo. Now it's João Pedro. Palmer. Garnacho. And he has been fouled there. Now this is interesting, he has already had his name taken once. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Well, he's asking for trouble, Peter, and with this urge to nibble away, I think the ref is spelling it out for him now.
A fine save.
Absolutely terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
Garnacho. Palmer. And it's Caicedo. And he shoots! Bruno Guimaraes. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Great defending, strong and determined. João Pedro. Palmer. Palmer shifted upfield. He's in a great chance! That's going to go a long way. Palmer. Palmer! Chance to shoot! Danger averted for now. It's anyone's ball now.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Caicedo has given away a free kick. Bruno Guimaraes, Elanga, thinks one through, Elanga, Trippier, cross goes in there, James is there and he can get that clear. Caicedo, aim forwards. Garnacho, gently done.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
João, lofted upfield. Fernandes. João Pedro, and the shot! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Oh, looky, there's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Linton, Hall, moved on forwards. It's a mighty looking ball, that.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Bruno Guimaraes. Really well manoeuvred.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Elanga. Hall. And it's played forward. Gordon. Over to the left. Ball comes in. He's had a shot! Oh, should have put that away.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And he cuts out the supply. Botman forwards and with intent. Gordon. Linton moved on forwards. Gordon looking to run onto it. If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now. Proves too strong. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Linton gets over and intercepts.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And the finish! And no, he couldn't find the finish. Caicedo. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Willock is onto it in a flash. Alanga. Trippier. Right, looks a good ball through. Alanga. Chance! And that's a real chance missed. Trippier plays it short. Oh, it's played into the area. And he's there to clear it.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And he's managed to get free.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And it's Palmer. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And reclaimed it in a trice. Garnacho.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Bruno Guimaraes, gently done.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Oh, that's well done, really robust.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Do have a chance to counter here. Linton played out to the left flank, played back in. Willock.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Palmer. Now, what about a counter-attack? Either side really getting hold of the ball. Colwell. Cucurella. Garnacho. Nice interception, well timed.
Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
That's a little off target.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And it's Cucurella. Garnacho elects to cross.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now. Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though not quite able.
This interception, his positioning was spot on. Garnacho. It really is now or never. They need a goal, however it comes. This is gone, that's a foul.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. He's gone for it! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Drilled in low.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Looking here to chip it through.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Colwell. Hato. That's really well manoeuvred. Great defending, strong and determined. And it's Hato. One good cross, maybe the last chance. Gordon. Can he spark a counter here? Played out to the right. Hato does really well to win the ball there. 2 minutes to be added on. Out to the right. Nice control. Needs a quality cross. Goes to finish! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Chalobah. James.
Going nowhere fast is about the only way I can describe this. They've just got to be busier.
Elanga. Bruno Guimaraes. Thinks about the shot. They are right into last chance territory. Foot in. And it's Willett. Oh, perfectly measured that. Oh, great chance. And the shot! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
There's going to be another change here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
It's a mighty effort! And with that, the final whistle. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely